Aquarius, June 2026 is about joy, but not shallow joy. The kind of joy that reminds you who you were before stress, responsibility, disappointment, and emotional exhaustion made you quieter than you used to be. At the beginning of the month, Gemini season activates romance, creativity, children, passion, dating, fun, art, confidence, and self-expression. This is the part of your chart that asks, what makes you feel alive? What makes you feel inspired? What makes you feel like yourself again? On June 1st, Mercury enters Cancer, and your focus shifts toward work, health, routines, habits, coworkers, and daily responsibilities. You may start thinking more seriously about how your everyday life affects your emotional well-being. June's Mercury and Cancer energy brings communication into a more emotional, intuitive place, especially around needs, care, and security. Then June 9th brings Venus conjunct Jupiter in Cancer, one of the sweetest alignments of the month. For Aquarius, this lights up work, wellness, service, and routine. This can bring support from coworkers, better habits, healing energy, a work blessing, or a small daily improvement that makes life feel easier. On June 13th, Venus enters Leo, and your relationship zone becomes warmer. Love, dating, partnership, marriage, business agreements, and one-on-one connections become more magnetic. People may want your attention more than usual. And on June 14th, the new moon in Gemini gives you a fresh start around romance, creativity, content, children, hobbies, and joy. This is powerful for starting a creative project, putting yourself out there romantically, or choosing to stop treating happiness like something you have to earn. But the end of June gets more private. On June 29th, Mercury Retrograde begins in Cancer, which may bring old work issues, health routines, schedule problems, or unfinished responsibilities back around. That same day, the full moon in Capricorn activates your spiritual and subconscious zone. The end of June is marked by Mercury stationing retrograde in Cancer and a Capricorn full moon, making rest, reflection, and emotional cleanup more important. So, Aquarius, June ends with a quiet but powerful question. Are you actually tired? Or have you been carrying emotions you never gave yourself time to process? Love becomes much stronger after June 13th, when Venus enters Leo. Single Aquarius placements may attract someone bold, warm, expressive, or different from your usual type. Someone may make you feel seen in a way that surprises you. For couples, June asks for more affection, playfulness, and emotional presence. This is a good month to bring softness back into the relationship, instead of treating love like another responsibility. But by the end of June, Mercury retrograde may bring old emotional patterns into your daily life. Do not detach too quickly. Sometimes, the conversation you want to avoid is the one that brings the connection closer. Work and routine are important this month. The Venus-Jupiter conjunction on June 9th can bring support at work, smoother schedules, helpful coworkers, or a small professional blessing. This is also strong energy for improving habits, wellness, and productivity. But the new moon in Gemini reminds you that creativity can also become opportunity. A hobby, idea, performance, post, art project, or passion could slowly become something more. After Mercury retrograde begins on June 29th, double-check schedules, work messages, appointments, payments, and health-related plans. Do not ignore your body just because your mind wants to keep going. Your tarot card for June is the Star. Healing, hope, renewal, faith, inspiration. The Star says June is bringing you back to belief. Not blind optimism, real hope. The kind that comes after you have been through something heavy and still choose to imagine a better future. This card fits your month perfectly because Gemini season activates joy and creativity, while the Capricorn full moon asks you to release what has been quietly draining your spirit. You are not behind. You are healing. June 2026 is reminding you that joy is not a distraction from your purpose. It is part of your purpose. The beginning of the month asks you to create. The middle of the month asks you to love. And the end of the month asks you to rest. Because the next version of you does not need to be built from burnout. It can be built from hope.